Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on disappointed hyped up products. These are products that are super hyped up on Instagram and YouTube that I purchased with high expectations, but for some reason or another, they just did not work for me. I know this video is going to be kind of controversial as a lot of people really do enjoy these products, but please just keep in mind that these are my opinions. If you absolutely love these products, that's awesome. I'm so glad you spent your money on something that works for you, but I'm just going to give my reasons as to why these don't really live up to my expectations. So without further ado, let's just get right into this. Before I talk about this first product, let me just say that I am a huge Too Faced fan. They were the first higher end brand that I ever purchased from. I have the entire chocolate bar collection, and the chocolate bonbons is like my everyday go-to palette. So when they first released this palette, I stayed up super late at night to order it. I thought that it was going to be like my favorite palette ever, but I honestly absolutely hate it. This is the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. Let me first off just talk about the color selection. I understand that they were trying to get all the colors of a peach in there. I think that's an awesome idea, but the execution of it is just, in my opinion, not very good. I cannot create a cohesive look with just this palette alone. I find that it just doesn't really work very well together. The pigmentation and quality of these shadows is just not there for Too Faced. I find that the peach shadows, which is what I bought it for, are just so super sheer and hard to work with, and I can't even really use them. And I cannot stand the smell. It gives me such a headache. Like, I love like the candy peach rings. I love peach flavored things, but this to me does not smell like peaches. I don't know what it smells like, but I cannot stand the smell. I don't want to use it, honestly, because it smells so strong. The color selection is just not there, and I think it is way overhyped up. Next is a beauty sponge I really did not like. This is the IT Cosmetics beauty sponge. I got this in an Ipsy Rewards, so I'm not super disappointed that I paid a lot of money for it. I also haven't tried very many beauty sponges. I really like the Real Techniques. That's pretty much my go-to, so I can't really compare this to a beauty blender, which I've never tried. But this sponge is terrible in my opinion. It is so hard, and even when you get it wet, it's not very bouncy or squishy, so it does a terrible job of blending out foundation. I've used it twice. Both times it didn't blend out at all, and I ended up having to go in with my Real Techniques sponge. I think for the price, it's absolutely terrible. Even if it was cheaper, I would not recommend it. I don't like it. I don't think it does a very good job, and for the money, just, I guess, buy a beauty blender or buy several Real Techniques sponges. Next is a foundation that came out last year that I feel like everyone really fell in love with. This is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Glow 24-Hour Foundation. First of all, this foundation is so dewy. Dewy to the point where it doesn't give you like a nice glow. It makes you look like you junked your face in a vat of oil. I have dry skin, so I'm always looking for something that's more dewy, but this was just so ridiculously greasy and oily. Even when I set it with a translucent powder, it just looked so slick and oily and greasy throughout the day. I absolutely hated it. And also, after wearing this for a couple of days, I had one of the worst breakouts of my life, which I can only really contribute to this because it was the only new thing I'd used. And it took a good month and a half to get rid of the acne that I'm pretty sure this caused. I don't know what it is. I've heard that several other people I know broke out from it. I just was not a fan, and I regret purchasing this quite a bit. This is the Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. So when I first put this on underneath my eyes over my concealer to bake my face, it looked absolutely terrible. It immediately turned my under eye area gray, and it made it super wrinkly and cakey and creasy. And for it to have smooth in the name, I was super confused because I thought that this would really just help hide everything and make my skin look smooth, but it did not. It was absolutely terrible. It emphasized all of my dry patches. It made me look super wrinkly and crepey. It was terrible. I don't like it, and I don't recommend it. Next is one I haven't really heard anyone talk about in a while, but it was super hyped up for a while. This is the Benefit Posie Tint. So this is a lip and cheek stain. So my issue with this is when you use it on your cheeks, as soon as you put it on your face, it immediately stains, which you think would be great, but it is so hard to blend out. Like, as soon as you put it on and you try to blend it, it just does not move. When you use it on your lips, it made my lips so flaky and dry. I know that stains normally are more drying on the lips, but this one was absolutely awful. I could not get it to work for me on anywhere on my face, and the smell of it is gross. I don't like it. Probably the stickiest lip gloss in the entire world. This is the MAC Lipglass. I've had a couple of these and I absolutely cannot wear them. They are so super sticky. It's like you put a bunch of honey on your lips. I don't like the way these feel. They're not even like that good type of sticky where you put it on and you know it's gonna last a while. No, these fade off so quickly. They're just so terrible, especially for the price. Like, there's so many lip glosses on the market now that aren't sticky, but they're very long wearing. These are definitely a miss for me. This next one is one that I think I might just not like it because I might have like an allergy to it or something. This is the Buxom Full On Lip Cream. So these are plumping lip glosses. So I went in with the expectation that it was going to be a little tingly and, you know, kind of plump up my lips. But as soon as I put this on, I had the worst burning sensation and actually got like a rash around my lips. So I'm assuming it was probably some type of allergy, but I immediately wiped it off and couldn't feel my lips for hours. I know these are super hyped up. A lot of people really like these, so it might just be me, might be an ingredient that doesn't agree with me, but I cannot stand this and I will probably never try it again. These next ones are probably the most disappointing for me. These are the OFRA long-lasting liquid lipsticks. These are ones that people with dry lips claim to be the best because they're supposed to be hydrating as well as long-wearing. Neither of those claims I saw. So I have 5 colors, and all 5 colors, when I first apply them, it takes so much effort to get them to not be patchy and to make them opaque. I find that these aren't even that long lasting on me. After a couple hours of wear, they peel off the skin of my lips. I don't know if I might have just gotten like duds, but I feel like 5 shades, they can't all have been a bad batch. I know that these are in the old tubes, so I don't know if the new tubes are a different formula, but these are honestly like the worst liquid lipsticks I've ever tried. These remind me a lot of the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams, which I also didn't like. I have the same issues with both. Neither are long lasting, both dry out my lips so ridiculously bad. I would honestly rather grab for a more dry liquid lipstick because at least then I know it's going to dry out my lips, but it's also not going to flake off in this weird way that these do. I don't know what it is. I'm so upset that I don't like these because they are on the pricier side. I don't know. If you have any suggestions on how I can make these work for me, please let me know because I absolutely love these colors and I can't get myself to even grab them anymore. I've tried them so many times and it's just such a big disappointment to me. Alright, those are my most hyped up, disappointing makeup products. I'm so sorry again if these are ones that you absolutely love. These are ones that just didn't work for me and I didn't feel live up to the hype. Please comment down below hyped up products that didn't work for you or that you were disappointed in. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you here and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.